Hey, how's everyone doing there tonight? This is Undead Nightmare 24 back with a video. Hope everyone's doing well and staying safe out there. This video will be for Joe the HORROman Slashback Saturday challenge. And I want to send a shout out to Joe the HORROman for this challenge. It's fun every week. I really enjoy it. And for this week, the topic was to choose a slasher film from your collection that starts with the letter the. He said it doesn't matter how long the title is, as long as it starts with the letter the. So I went through my collection and I chose 1989's The Horror Show. It's also known as House 3 from the House franchise. I don't know how come it's called that. It has nothing to really do with the House franchise, but it is in the franchise collection, as well as it does have House 3 name, as well as The Horror Show. It has two different names to it. This stars Brian James as Max, the serial killer in this film. It also stars Lance Hendrickson as Lucas, the detective, and it also stars Dee Dee Pfeiffer as Bonnie, the daughter. She's also she's the sister of Michelle Pfeiffer. So, yeah, those are the three popular actors and actresses in this film. This is like a slasher, also a supernatural slasher. Let's get started with this story. Basically about Max, played by Brian James. He's this demented serial killer who's chopped up quite a few people. And we have Lucas, who's the detective, played by Lance Hendrickson, who's also is on the trail of this guy to capture him. But he's also terrified of this guy because he knows what he's capable of. So it pretty much starts off with a showdown and a chase between Lucas and his partner to catch Max. And he has this girl pretty much hostage. So he ends up in a tight situation. He ends up finding they're in this warehouse. He's tracking Max as he has this girl hostage. And as Lucas goes down there, he realizes his partner has been a victim to this guy. He has already pretty much slaughtered him. So he's pretty much on angry and revenge sequence here. But he has this hostage pretty much held close to him, and ends up decapitating her head, which is a pretty awesome scene from the film. And this leaves Lucas in a state of shock, and he ends up taking Max down and arresting him. And he's pretty much, for all the murders he's committed, sentenced to the electric chair. And he's pretty much put to his death. Lucas in the room, but he's still got this vibe that it's not over, even though he sees him go to his demise and die. So we go fast forward years later. Lucas is a family man. He's with his family. But he's still having these shock and nightmares from this killer as he haunts him through his dreams, and he's wondering if this is reality or it's actual the truth. But what he doesn't later on starts to happen is actually Max ain't dead. He is dead, but his spirit's pretty much like a supernatural force who comes back from the dead to pretty much get revenge on Lucas for capturing him and putting him to his demise. And it pretty much takes a threat for him to stalk the family. And he comes back, like I said, like a supernatural slasher. And he pretty much comes back through energy. He has this awesome weapon, a meat cleaver, which he comes to pretty much decapitate his victims. And it takes a storyline through there, pretty much Lucas trying to battle this Max through a supernatural force before he can get to his family and kill them, because he wants to get revenge on Lucas. And he says the best way to do it is to kill his family and have him suffer through that. So it's pretty much a countdown to see if Lucas can get to this supernatural force, which is Max as a serial killer, before he gets to kill his family. This film has some excellent kills in it. I've always enjoyed this film. Really enjoyed it the first time I watched it, till several times I've seen it. I think Brian James is an excellent serial killer in this film. And then Lance Hendrickson, you know him, man, from Alien, and your dark, legendary detective in this film. Great kills in this film. Pretty good storyline. Solid all around. I would highly recommend this film. It's 1989's The Horror Show. Not too much more I can say about this film, but I do give it a thumbs up and a high recommendation if you haven't seen The Horror Show, aka House 3. So that is going to be my selection for this Saturday. Want to send a shout out again to Joe the HORRORman for this challenge. It's awesome. Hope everyone's staying safe out there, taking care of yourself, and happy Slashback to everyone there. And this is Undead Nightmare 24. Please hit a like, comment, and subscribe. Happy Slashback, and keep it horror. Peace.
It's checkout time.
Nobody's going to miss Max Janky, especially Detective Lucas McCarthy.
Glad you could make it, cop.
He was born bad and stayed that way. Nobody's going to miss Max Janky.
We sent 50,000 volts of juice through that scum. Looks pretty dead to me, Professor.
Because he hasn't gone anywhere.
Lucas, I'm coming back to tear your world apart. You're dreaming! I thought you were dead.
Damn it, Vinny, you scared me. I love you.
Vinny,
No!
I told you I'd be back. If you thought Freddy was a howl
Funny thing happened to me on the way to the studio today.
and Jason was a scream,
I got a present for you.
wait till you meet Max.
Not even close.
He's a cut above the rest. The Horror Show.